this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, ayy. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay. Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. Haskins. He'll bite. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Carr. They'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Broncos 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called out.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Broncos nothing.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for... It got his man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Landon Collins made the tackle.
From the 36, Carr escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
10 at the 32-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's out right at the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 and 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dontrell Inman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, that is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But now
he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's McKissick. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Tressway now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. That'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At the 36-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, 734.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Locke. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 16-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. 3
The carry now for McKissick. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense,
and the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with McKissick. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Nice play, man.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's not going to get me. 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The Washington Bulldogs.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 37.
That's good.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards on first down. It's Lindsay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
The ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted, 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist. Check.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes this Washington 34. Broncos 8.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Locke going to get this out quickly. Sutton with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Washington 34. Broncos 16. Sam Martin set.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
28-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Today's finals, Washington.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Denver, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.